It did.
Yeah. Yep. There. Okay, I've shut the sound off over there. This needs to go up a bit because it's down too far and it's bothering me. Okay. Oh, there's Jean. Jean's here. Yay. Oh, there's Connie and Valerie. Hey, ladies. Oh, hey, that was fun. Not. Holy Aunt Jemima, eh? Well, Valerie, it took me two times to get on because when I logged in, it didn't give me host benefits. So I couldn't do anything. I couldn't go live. I couldn't stream. I couldn't do anything. We all had to leave and then come. I had to start it all over again. So I'm sorry, but we're here now. So yay, that's a good thing. I'm sure we'll be fine. We'll put it down to water in the lines or something. I don't know. Oh, we're gearing up for another storm tomorrow, so we'll see if we're still sinking or floating tomorrow. No, don't feel bad, Val. It wasn't you. I know. Jean, I'm sorry. It was bizarre. There was no host. Everybody was not a host, and there was no way we could go live on Facebook because one of us has to be a host to do that. But we got it done. There's a piece of tape on my table and it's driving me crazy. We're going to play with Dress to Impress tonight because it's been a very long time since we did this. That's Telus talking? Yeah. I don't water in the lines. I'm sure that's what it is. Okay, Dress to Impress, because I have a feeling this one is going to retire in April when the catalog is over. And the coordinating dies, and these dies make the cutest little bag. So if we have time, we can make a bag tonight too. So I found a card. I figured it gives us lots of latitude that we can do a whole bunch of stuff with this. Right? And I even printed a picture out so I don't have to keep going back and forth. Jean said I was getting so scared I didn't know what we would do if we couldn't bug you. Thanks. I'm glad I could make your day, Jean. How was your Thanksgiving? We missed you guys last night, but we understood it was Thanksgiving. And I know down in the States, it's all about food and family down there. Okay, I need to get some paper so I can write the questions out. Yes, and take me out of my comfort zone. That's right. It's true. You do. So I got a new outfit today.
Ooh.
Really pretty. Let me see if I can find it because I posted a picture of it online because the lady that I buy my silver icing stuff from, if I post a picture online, my name goes into a draw for some free money.
Ooh.
So that's why I did it. There it is. Okay, let me get the picture up. Bring it a little closer so you can see it. Okay, you want to see my new outfit?
Yes.
I'm going to show you anyways because I can. There you go. It's a floral top and the pants. Now, the pants I ordered separate from the top, and it turns out that the sage in the pants is exactly the same as the sage in the top.
Cool.
Nice. Very nice.
They're a little short. They're summer. They're not for wearing outside. Mind you, I wouldn't have to worry about the bottom of my pants getting wet. I wore that out.
Yeah.
That's true.
All right. So let me get back to the real world here. Okay. Jean said, I just saw a demonstrator who used the bag dye and turned it into a Santa. Oh, that would be cool.
Oh, really?
Wow. That would be cool. I don't know how to do that, but if you want to tell me after we get the card done, we can make a Santa if you can tell me how to do it. Thanks. Oh, Connie says just put on boots. I could do that because I have boots. Okay, so card. Let's start with white or colored. For the background, the main part of the card. There's the card again.
I like the white.
Yeah, white's good.
1, 2 whites.
Yeah, white.
3 whites. Oh, Marilyn's here too. Yay, 3 whites. And we have a colored from Valerie. Don't forget, we can add color because it's got a strip of designer paper down the middle of it. And you know I have lots of designer papers, so. Anybody else want to weigh in?
Excuse me.
Oh, Jean said she couldn't stay awake last night to join us. She spent the day at her daughter and son-in-law's turkey and the trimmings. So you were in a turkey coma. Jean says white, so it looks like it's going to be white. Okay, I have white. I have a white base, and I have a white piece. So now do we want, that's that. We know we're going to do white. Now do we want full size front, or do we want 5 1/4 by 4 size front? So this one is 5 1/4 by 4. So do we want it to be the full size, like 5 1/2 by 4 1/4, or do we want to layer the front?
Layer.
Layer it, yeah.
2 layers. Okay. Well, we have 2 votes for layered. Oh, Rosemary says layered. Okay, now we have to decide on an embossing folder. I brought them all out. Jean says layers. So now, the one that they used is no longer current. I don't believe, so I can't use it. Let me look at the back ones here. Okay, I'll take the little ones out. They'll be a little hard. Well, no, we can use them. Okay. All right. So the one in the middle, thanks, Val. A floral one. Okay, well, let's go through these. Music,
No.
Time Worn Type,
Maybe.
maybe. Timber,
Don't think so.
No.
Tasteful Textile,
Maybe.
I see
Yeah.
Janet shaking her head. Seashells?
I
No.
don't think so.
Evergreen forest? Brick and mortar?
No.
Oh, Rosemary says yes to timber, so we'll take that out to the maybe pile. Pretty flowers?
Ooh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bark?
No.
Parisian flourish?
Ooh, that might be pretty.
Yeah.
Ornate floral?
Ooh, there's another one that could be pretty. Hmm.
Mhm.
Hammered metal?
No.
Rosemary says no to flowers, and everybody else is saying yes to flowers. Painted texture?
Hmm.
Bloom?
Ooh.
Mm, No, I think we need a smaller imprint.
That's true too.
Macrame?
That might work.
Dandelions?
No. They'd be
Yeah.
hidden.
Magnolia?
No.
No.
Okay, that's the big ones. Now, wintry?
No.
The other wintry? Snowflakes?
Oh,
No.
just stuck myself to my little gnome.
Meadow moments?
No.
Checks?
No.
No.
And
I don't-
dots?
I don't think those smaller ones are going to be big enough.
Well, it's got a thing down the middle, so we can do one on each side.
That's true too.
Greenery?
No.
No.
Greenery?
Hmm,
Meadow moments?
that one might work.
Yeah, that one's nice.
But don't you have the meadow moments or something like it in the big one?
No,
Oh, okay. Apparently I'm not paying enough attention.
apparently not. What's with you? Okay, so we'll go back over the maybes. And I'll put the ones that you liked at the bottom. Macrame,
I don't know.
Parisian, timber,
No. I like the flowery ones for that card. That's just me personally.
time-worn type.
No.
I'm getting lots of no's over there. Okay.
Well, I'm glad somebody else is saying no to everything. It's beginning to feel like God.
Okay, so these are the three flower ones that were a yes. So we have pretty flowers. This one, can you guys see it, or do I need to put something underneath it so you can? It's not really. Oh, Janet, her audio's not working. That's not a good thing. I'm trying to make it so that you can see. Can you see that? There.
That's
So
nice.
One.
that's pretty flowers.
Mm-hmm.
This one is ornate floral.
I think I like the pretty flowers better out of the two.
I do too.
And meadow moments.
That one's really pretty.
It is pretty, but I
It
think I'd
is.
still go with the pretty one.
Macrame,
No.
No.
Parisian.
No.
Okay. So we have 4 to choose from. So we'll get it down. We'll get it down to 2. Parisian or meadow moments?
Parisian.
One for
Meadow
Parisian.
moments.
One for Meadow. Valerie says Meadow.
Mm. Meadow.
Rosemary says Meadow. Whoever that was said Meadow. Oh, Janet says Parisian.
I think Parisian would be nice too, Glenda.
One from Marilyn. Okay, so far we're 3 Parisians and 4 Meadow. Jean says neither. Okay, well, Valerie says Meadow. Okay, so Parisian's out of those 2. Okay, now out of these 2, we have ornate and pretty. And then we'll get down to whatever wins this and Meadow moments. Okay, so pretty flowers or ornate flowers.
Pretty flowers.
1 pretty flower.
Pretty.
2 pretty flowers.
Pretty.
3 pretty flowers. Janet says pretty. Connie says neither. Valerie says ornate. Hey, Connie, then tell me which one you would choose. And Jean, tell me which one you would choose. So far, we're 1 to 4. Oh, 2 to 4. Jean wants Meadow. Okay. Ornate is out. Okay, final choice. Meadow or pretty?
Pretty.
Pretty one.
Pretty.
Connie says Meadow. Jean said pretty, and I think that was Mark. Was that Mark?
Yes, pretty. Pretty flowers.
Wait. Connie's Meadow, Rosemary's Meadow, Valerie's pretty,
Pretty.
other pretty. Okay, did I miss anybody?
I said pretty. I don't know if you got it.
Janet said pretty. I think pretty is winning. Pretty is winning. Okay, Meadow is gone. Pretty it is. Yes, Valerie, you're pretty. Okay, I'm going to run this through the embossing folder. There's still time to change your mind afterwards if you don't like it. But while I'm doing this, be thinking about what you want to put down the middle. Because see, it's got a strip of
Oh, gingham.
old designer paper. We don't have that gingham anymore. This one. Sorry, that was an avalanche. Pretty one, yeah. Okay. Uh-oh. It moved, go darn it. I have to get another piece because it moved. And it embossed crooked, which is not a problem, except it missed a whole side. So we'll just do that again. And I'll pay more attention to what I'm doing this time.
Well, that's not any fun.
Come on, get in there, you. It was like the kids were over for this afternoon. We went for a really long walk, and then we decided that we sat around and tried to decide what we were going to do for dinner. So we did this. Well, you want this and you want that. So let's decide on, we'll vote. We ended up getting pizza for half of them and buck snorts for the other half. That's okay. It was good and I didn't have to cook. That's all I cared about. Okay, so there we go. There's pretty flowers.
Nice. I like that.
I'll just put some temporary tape on it and put it, uh-oh, hang on. Technical issue with my tape. Okay, I'll just put this on here temporarily as we build the card. Okay. What do you, I guess we should go portrait or landscape
Oh,
because we haven't decided that yet. Portrait,
landscape.
landscape. One to landscape. Okay. Landscape or portrait? There's Jess.
Landscape. Hi.
Landscape. Hello. Portrait for Valerie. We can change it afterwards if it turns out that the card doesn't lend itself to being that way. Me too, Jean. I love pizza. I haven't had pizza in like 3 years. Janet says landscape. Okay, we got 3 landscapes to a portrait. Anybody else want to vote?
I like portrait.
One more portrait.
Just to be contrary.
Sure, you can be. That's allowed.
Portrait is my favorite way to do a card, but I figured
it?
I'd be different. Yeah, I figured I'd be different today and go landscape.
Jean says portrait. Okay, we're 3-3. Somebody else needs to vote.
Which way do you usually tend to do the most of your cards, Glenda?
You're going to go against my comfort zone?
Yeah. It's Friday night.
It all depends on what I'm doing. I do some of one and some of the other. Doesn't matter to me.
What'd you do lately?
The last card I made, Dave said portrait. Valerie's husband said portrait. So we got him in the voting now too. I don't know what my last card was. I'm going back to look. Hang on. Oh, the last 2 were portrait. The one before that was landscape.
Okay. Why not landscape then? That's out of your zone, isn't it?
Yep, but now with Dave in there, we're now 4-4. So we still have a tie. We'll just have to decide, is Dave a voting member of this group? Come on,
Well,
one more.
He needs to show us some of his work before we can decide if he gets voting
Okay.
rights.
Okay. So landscape it is then, if we negate Dave's choice. I'm sorry, Dave. We have to see your face before we allow you to. The cat says landscape. Well, that just took Dave's choice out because the cat offset that. Okay, we're doing, what is this? Landscape. Okay. What color do you want down here? Do you want, okay, instead of what color, let's do this. A plain one or a pattern one? Designer paper. So this one is plain. It's like only one color. I know it's got a design on it, but it's only one color. Or do you want something that has more color in there?
A
Plain.
really soft pattern,
Yeah.
like from hand panned or something.
Okay, we're 2-2. Valerie says, go ahead, Marilyn.
If you do a color, you could do same ink on color with the purse or whatever from that stamp set. Make your own designer paper.
Okay, we're adding a third one. Own DSP.
I like that.
Oh no, that's 2 for that one. Oh, Jean says her imaginary friend says portrait. Oh God. Okay, we got 2 for plain, 2 for pattern, and 2 for own. Oops, there's Jean doing own. Anybody else? Oh, Janet says pattern. So plain is out. Own or pattern? My other cat says portrait. Valerie, how many cats do you have? As many as it takes to get your choice in, right? Janet says own. Okay, we're doing our own. Okay? Now that we're doing our own, are we doing our own on color? So tone on tone, or white?
Color.
Color. Janet says color. Jean, you do not have to remind everybody that you're here to annoy me.
Because the rest of us are helping you out, Janet. Color, please.
Color. 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 Jean says color. Valerie says tone on tone.
Tone
Okay.
on tone, tone on tone for me also.
Okay, we're doing tone on tone now. What color? See, white would have been easy. We would have just been able to do it and decide on an ink. But now Connie says color too. Okay, we got it. It's color. Now I need to know what color. Do we want a purple? Or do we want a red? Or do we want a yellow? Or do we want an orange? What else is there?
Green.
Green. 2, 4, 1 more, and then we can do it. Oh, hang on, Connie. Hang on. Blue. Okay, we're going to do this in parts of 2. These 2 at the same time. And then we'll do like we did with the embossing folders. Okay, between purple and red.
Red for this time of the year.
Red,
Purple.
purple.
What color are you doing the shoes and the lipstick in? Because that makes a difference with your other.
Don't ask me. I'm only here to do it. I'm taking green out and putting pink in. Okay, we have purple, purple, purple. Looks like purple is the winner. Red's out. Okay, between yellow and orange.
Ugh.
Janet says yellow. Sorry, Janet, I missed your red. Janet says yellow.
Yellow also.
Yellow. We have a yellow. We have another yellow. Connie, you can't do neither.
Yellow.
Okay, orange is out. Okay, between pink and blue. If we were to do one, which one would you get? Because we're going to go back. Janet says pink.
Pink.
Another pink.
Blue.
A blue. Ooh.
Pink.
Another pink. Connie says pink. Jean says pink. Valerie
ladies,
says green.
I'm getting tired of being overruled.
Holy, holy.
You're hurting my feeling.
Valerie wanted green. Now she wants blue. There you go.
Thanks, Val.
Rosemary says green. I put green back in because apparently there's some choices. Okay, pink it is. Okay, now purple, pink, or yellow.
Purple.
A purple.
Purple.
Another purple. Purple, pink, or yellow.
Purple.
Another purple. Oh, wait, they're coming in. They're coming in. Purple, 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 purple. I think it's going to be purple. Okay, purple it is. You know what the next one's going to be, right? Highland Heather, Gorgeous Grape, or Fresh Freesia. Do you need samples?
Highland Heather.
I would go with Highland Heather also.
1, 2.
Highland Heather.
Janet was in here pink. Sorry, Janet. Oh, she's Highland Heather. Valerie wants Gorgeous Grape. I'm going to have to see if I can leave that chat open so I don't miss it. Connie wants Gorgeous Grape. Jean wants Highland Heather. Nobody wants Fresh Freesia? Okay, that's taken me way out of my comfort zone. Thank you very much. Highland Heather.
We strive to do that.
Darn fine job you're doing. Okay, Highland Heather and Highland Heather. Tone on tone. Okay. Now, while I get a piece, you need to decide what we're putting on there. Can we do all in shades of purple using different shade for each image? I don't know, can you? Jolly wants to know who made the fists. I've forgotten how to do that. What fist? What fist? I don't see a fist. Do anybody else see a fist? Okay, so Jean wants to know if we can do different shades of purple. So there's the purples. Except for, wait, get it, blackberry. The fists that come across the screen. Oh, I don't know. I didn't see them. Okay, so on mine, Valerie, there's a thing that says reactions. And you can put reactions in there. There's a nose and some ears and an eyeball. Weird. Anyways, here we go. Are we stamping in colors, or color? One or more than one?
Just one.
Just one. We have one for one.
Yeah, I like one.
Janet wants more than one. That was a one. Well, that's probably because you have an iPad, Valerie. They're all different. Jean is more, Valerie is more, Connie is more. We're like two. Pardon?
I said 1.
You said 1. There we
Yeah.
go. Okay, we have 4-2. So I'm sorry, but 1 is out. So now we're stamping in everything. I never got any things out. Can you hear the fireworks?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't even have my window open. So they must be really close.
That's
Okay.
damned annoying.
It is.
We'll start. But what images do you want to use? Will I get some blocks? Woo. Okay, what did Janet say? Oh, Janet said more than 1. Okay. I know, Jean. It happens out of 365 days. I bet it happens about 200 days. That's how often we get fireworks here where I live. Because apparently I have neighbors who have lots of money. Okay, am I doing a flower background or a non-flower background?
No flowers.
No flowers from Jess.
Flowers.
Flowers. This is no, this is flowers.
No.
Valerie says no. That's it?
Well, I said no.
No. Looks like the no's have got it. Non-flower background. Okay. I got him out. So now shall I just start stamping? Or do you guys want to? Okay, we'll start with Highland Heather. You want perfume, lipstick, or a shoe? Lipstick, shoes, and perfume. Yep. Got them. Lipstick, shoes, and perfume.
Perfume.
Okay. Starting with the perfume. Just stamp away.
That sounds like a plan to me.
Okay, this piece of paper is bigger than we need so that we can cut it down. Valerie says all of them. Okay, perfume.
Sorry.
Next, gorgeous grape. Lipstick or shoes?
Lipstick.
Oh, lipstick. Janet says lipstick. Okay. I have no idea what this is going to look like. We'll just wing it.
That's what you should really call Friday nights.
The wingy group.
Yeah.
Okay, there's the lipstick. Good, everybody was agreeing with me. Lipstick. Okay, now we have a shoe. I don't know whether I'm going to be able to get shoe on here. Maybe a couple of them. Which one do you want me to try? Maybe Fresh Freesia. And we'll save the Blackberry Bliss for the dots. Does that sound okay?
Sounds like a plan.
First, let's stamp it on the other side to see if it's even going to work. Oh yeah, it will. Right, putting a shoe in here. And then I'm putting a shoe in there. And get a toe there. And that's not big enough to put something in. There's the shoes. Now, there's dots in here. So, do you want dots or do you want this fireworky looking thing to fill in?
Dots.
Dots. One for dots. Dots or this fireworky thing? Got one for dots.
Dots.
Dots, 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 dots. Everybody's choosing dots. Okay, where are they? There they are. I lost them. Okay, dots. First of all, I'm going to do full strength, and I'm going to do stamped off. Oh, full strength or stamped off?
Stamped off.
Stamped off.
Stamp off. Stamp on, stamp off. What was that song? Oops, let's stamp it off before I do it. More fireworks. Holy crap, aloli. Least they could do would be warn us when they're going to do them so we can go out there and watch.
I'm
Well-
glad, I'm glad we don't get a lot around here.
Yes? No? Maybe so?
I'm not liking it, actually. I'm finding it too busy.
Okay. Oh, somebody put a heart up. Don't know who that was. Too busy as in too many different images or too many different colors?
Too many different colors and too many different images.
Okay then.
But that's just me. Other people might like it.
I think if it was stamped all in like the fresh freesia, like the palest color, it would
Hey.
not be as glaring.
Okay. I'm cleaning them all.
And even stamp it off. Just a hint of the stuff around.
Well, don't forget that it will get lighter as it dries. Okay, so you want me to do the same images just with fresh freesia only. Okay, well, let's just try a shoe and a stamped off shoe. Okay, you can't see the stamped off.
Oh, okay.
It's really light.
Yeah.
That sounds good. And maybe only the shoes and lipstick. Okay. Yeah, stamped off doesn't work, Janet. Should we leave more space in between them?
Yeah.
Shoes and lipstick. Let's try the lipstick. There you go. Yes? No?
Yes.
Better, yes.
Better, but not perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not going to work. I was going to try and do that really light, but it's not working. You know, I've gone rogue, right?
No worries.
Yes? No?
Better.
Okay, so it's only going to be that much. Try the 2 flowers. Okay. Are we definitely not wanting this one? I've been asked to try the 2 flowers. Is that piece going to be big enough? Oh, it's perfect size. Good thing I brought lots of blocks over. Okay. Flower going on. Valerie likes the darker one. Okay. There's our 3 choices.
I like the flowers better.
I like the lipstick and shoes.
Okay, where's my paper?
Yep,
Time for
lipstick and
choices.
shoes.
Okay, so lipstick and shoes, flowers, or multi. There we go. So we have 2 for lipstick and shoes. So now decide lipstick and shoes, flowers, or multi.
Flowers.
1 flowers. Connie says lipstick. Jean says flowers. Janet says lipstick. Oh wait, lipstick and shoes. Yeah, that one. Valerie says lipstick and shoes. Okay. Lipstick and shoes it is. I just have to cut this down. So how wide is this? This is 2 1/4. So I'll cut it down. How's that placement?
Yeah,
Good.
it looks good.
Yeah.
If I move it down a bit, we lose the bottom of that shoe, and I think it's going to look a little funny. Okay, so I'll cut it here. Okay, temporary tape. That was painful. Oh. Apparently, I don't know where 4 1/4 is. Oh, that's because it's 4. It's okay, I'm fine. I'm fine, it's all fine. We're fine. Okay, there we go. Now, the card. We need a circle. Circle?
Yeah.
Or what's that? The hippopotamus ones. A circle or a hippopotamus? I'm cleaning these just in case we decide we need to stamp again, then they're all ready to go.
Painted Labels has a really nice circle wreath kind of thing.
Painted labels. Woo! Comfort zone just gone kablooey. Painted labels. This one?
That one.
Okay. Jean said circle and vellum. Valerie said painted.
I say painted.
You say painted. I'm trying to find a piece of cardstock to do them in. Oops, I was going back to my cutter. It's not going to on my paper cutter. All right, one painted label coming out. Aw, darn, ripped. Always rips because I get too excited. Maybe we can cover it up. Okay, there's painted label.
That's pretty. I like it.
Mhm.
I like that one too.
So does Jean. Looks like it's painted label. I'm trying to get paper out of here. Thank you. Okay. Now, we got to do some Stampin' in black. So let's put that off to the side. We'll throw those away because they're purple. Pile these all up somewhere else. Okay, black. Some white. Janet likes the, whatever that thing is called. Painted labels. One perfume bottle. One shoe. One lipstick. And one of each flower. So this is what they've got on the card. Are we going to use all of those?
I like that.
Okay, well, I'm going to cut them out before we start to color because, you know, if they move, then I've wasted all my coloring time. I learned that the hard way one day. Spent a long time coloring flowers, cut them out, one moved, and I had spent another long time coloring flowers. Okay, the shoe. You have to be thinking about what color you want me to color these too. Guys have all gone quiet. What's up?
Deep in thought.
Yeah.
You believe that?
Nope. But it sounds good. Come on. Okay, I need more tape. And a flower. Hey, cutting them out. I hope you have your colors ready. Aw, Valerie's eating Jello and honeydew. No cheesies tonight, Val? Aw, poor cheesies. They're sitting in the cupboard crying. Okay, last one's coming out. Have you decided on colors?
I kind of like the pink with the purple.
I
Well,
think
good. Go ahead. Go ahead. Who was that?
I like pink.
Likes pink?
Yep.
Valerie said she lost 11 pounds and doesn't want them back. That's awesome, Val.
Wow,
Go.
good for you.
Either polished pink or flirty flamingo.
Okay. Let's do a test. We'll just move these out of the way. Okay, polished pink. Val wants polished pink. There we go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, polished pink.
Janet says polished pink.
Works for me.
Ouch! Jean says polished. I hit my elbow.
Ooh,
Okay, I need gray and black. And some purple and some yellow and some green. Okay. Shoe first.
sure.
I don't like how this perfume bottle cut out. I might have to redo it. Or not. Okay. One shoe. Where did my color go? Dark, lighter together. Oh, Connie, thanks for joining us. Safe flight home. Dark, lighter together. Okay, well, I'm doing dark then.
Sure.
Nobody cares. I'm just doing dark. I don't feel like
Sorry, I forgot I was muted. I said dark, but you didn't hear me, of course, because I was muted.
I heard you in my head, apparently.
I'm sure you did.
I don't feel like shading tonight. Oh, just going to ask Jess a question, but it looks like she's left us. Okay, shoe. Okay, do you want the inside of the shoe to be gray or light pink, light polished pink? This one is gray.
Ooh.
Ray.
I think gray.
Janet says gray.
Sure.
I'll do a light gray.
Good choice.
Yes.
Yeah, Jean says light.
Oh, excuse me.
Sure. Okay, one shoe. I missed a spot, sorry. There we go. One shoe. Lipstick. Everybody needs to have their lipstick matching their shoes.
Mhm.
Oh, we
I
keeping you up?
agree.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm so boring.
No, I just didn't sleep well last night and I've been awake since about 2:30.
Oh
Ooh,
God. That sucks.
It does. But I think I'm gonna fall asleep earlier tonight, so or sleep better or something.
There's that. Now I'll get the dark one. That's not it. Okay, what color do you want the perfume?
maybe one of the purple to get some other color in there.
Oh, we still have flowers to go yet.
But I like that really soft purpley color that's on the sample.
That
Mhm.
one?
Yeah.
It gives some sort of definition or that there is something in the bottle without being out there. That or a really pale blue. Do we have a really pale blue?
Not.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
The palest blue would be Pool Party, I think. Valerie says goldfish yellow with purple label. Janet says pale purple. Okay, this is light fresh freesia. And this is light Highland heather.
Frisia.
Yeah, to those two, the freesia.
That's what Janet is. Hey, let me just see what happens if I do this. Huh. Interesting. Okay. So we're doing light fresh freesia. The whole bottle. Do you want the whole bottle or do you want me to put like a line here so that there's some taken out and only partial?
Yeah, white label, white label.
White label.
Mm-hmm.
Janet says to color the label.
Hmm.
And leave the bottle clear, Janet? Yes.
Yes.
And Winky.
And Winky. Oh, no card is done till you add the Winky.
And them shoes need Winky too.
Oh, yeah.
I think everything needs Winky.
Well, if you're gonna wear hot pink shoes like that, they need to be Winky.
Whoa.
They remind me of the ones I saw when I went to Newport Beach for the Stamping Up thing. My friend and I walked through Nordstrom's, and they had a pair of, what's his name, Jimmy Choo or something?
Yeah.
And they were this bright pink, and they were just like that, and they were $1,250.
Oh, my Lord.
And
That's
I
ridiculous.
didn't put my foot in it, and I am going to regret that till the day I die.
They definitely weren't Jimmy Choo's, but I have a couple of girlfriends that have shoes that color or did. And I think, yeah, Janet's thing of doing Winky on the bottle was a good one.
Am I winkying the label as well, or just the bottle?
Oh, the whole works.
The more the merrier?
Yep.
You betcha.
Yeah, I'm with Janet where she says just the bottle.
Well, I'm doing the bottle, and then I can always add, but I can't take it away once I've done it. Okay, and what part of the lipstick am I winkying?
The part that goes on.
Part of the case.
Janet, who's
The dark-
Henry? Who's Henry?
The-
Lipstick too, or just the case?
Just the case. But you do get sparkly lipstick, so maybe.
Yeah, I put it on the lips.
The gal that does the COVID info. Oh,
Oh,
I don't know who that is because I don't watch the COVID info, but I'm sure she must have brightly colored clothes, does she?
isn't it Bonnie Henry?
Oh, Bonnie Henry. Yes, she would love those shoes. Okay. It takes me a while to get there, Janet. I'm sorry, but I did get there with help from my friends. Dr. Bonnie. Okay, so now can I get the light to show the sparkle? It's difficult. Oh, there it is.
Oh, yeah.
See it?
Looks good.
There it is on the perfume bottle. So I didn't do the label, but I can if you want.
No, I think it's good.
Okay, I have 2 flowers. So Granny Apple Green and what?
I like that flower that they got on there.
Purple and
Purple
yellow?
and oh, is it yellow? I would go purple and pink.
That's orange.
Oh,
Sorry.
is it?
This is green.
Yeah.
That's the leaves.
I like that purple and orange one, but instead of the orange, put a pink in there.
Ah. Okay, Valerie says bottom. Don't know what that is all about. Shall I do the flowers in dark fresh freesia?
will the line show up with that?
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Not even the black covers up black lines.
Oh, yes, it does. I did on mine.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that sucks.
Don't know what I was doing that I did.
Who thought this easy card would take us this long to do?
Apparently our fearless leader did.
And who's that? She needs to be fearful.
Yeah,
Oh.
you would think the fact that it's Friday night would just get her fearful to start with, but no.
Oh, it did. Believe me. We were talking about it at dinner time. If I had have decided to do blending, we'd still be here on the first one. Okay, polish pink in the middle. Is that light or dark?
In the middle?
In the middle. The middle of the flower, yes.
Oh, yeah. Ooh. No. Dark?
That's the dark.
Yeah. Sure, why not?
That's the dark.
Works for me.
Okay, well, if I'm not getting any no's, then it's going in here. Too late, I've done it. Too late, I've done it. Okay. We need to winky the flowers.
Yes.
We can't have unwinkied flowers. That just would not be a good thing. Oh, my eyeballs are tired. What's that long walk we did today? Holy man. 7,000 steps I did. And then I had to come home and tell people I was not cooking dinner tonight. All right, there we go. So we have our card. We have our background. We have our circle. We have our perfume. Have our lipstick. We have a shoe. A shoe. And a flower. And a flower.
Oh, that looks good.
The only thing we're missing is the sentiment.
Sentiment, yeah.
And I think our circle is smaller than that circle, so we'll have to spread things out a bit to get a sentiment on there. Let's see what this says in here. Of course, they're not in here. Life is short, buy the shoes. I'm thinking maybe we can get just the hello on there.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think there's enough room to do. Tuck the lipstick bottom in a bit more. Yeah, I will, Janet. 860. So if we did the Hello Fabulous, things would have to go way over there like that to get that in there like that. How's that?
Work. Could work.
Yeah, that looks good.
All right. Am I stamping it in black?
Mm, yes.
I think so.
Oh,
Okay, inking up. Still inking up. I want it nice and dark. Right there.
yes.
Okay, where's that rip? Okay, the rips are covered. Got it. I want to make sure that those rips are covered. Hello, fabulous. Okay. Are I putting ribbon on? Because now's the point where I have to glue things, start gluing things down. So you have to decide if we want ribbon or not. It would make a pretty Mary Kay Christmas card, Janet. Oh, Blackberry Bliss. That would have been pretty, Jean. Of course, I didn't see your comment until now. Ribbon, yes or no, or do you want me to try?
I think yes.
Oh. Janet says no unless it's very pale and not too big. Well, you know what we could use? Where did it go? We could try this.
Ooh, sparkly.
Yes. Because you know that you can never have too much bling. Okay. Could put a strip of that. Let's just stick that there. Stick that there. Ribbon, yes or no?
No,
It really doesn't add much.
No.
Okay, I'm getting lots of no's.
Yeah,
Out
no.
it goes. Ribbon is not a favorite. How about come on. Fresh freesia.
That is definitely more noticeable.
Yes. I like that one better, definitely. It's
But do you want ribbon on it? I don't know whether I can lift it up without having issues, but I'll try so you can see it a little bit closer.
Hmm.
Janet says she thinks it looks really good without the ribbon.
Yeah, I think I would go without the ribbon too.
I prefer it that way.
Okay, Jean says no. I think there's only Jean and Valerie left over there. Uh-oh. Ripped my plastic. It's not a good thing. Okay, I'm going to start gluing stuff down then. It's not centered. Okay. Get off. Could have used a long die from Eden's garden along the sides over the purple. Now you tell me, Janet. Eden's garden. That would be this one.
That would have been pretty.
Yeah.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda.
Woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Yep.
Like that.
Nice.
Oh, neat. I like that.
That's pretty.
It is.
Okay. Where's my die? All right, now I have to figure out where I did it so that I can get them even. Oh no, they'll be upside down, so it doesn't matter. Yay! That was my OCD coming out. Jess, Janet says hi.
Sorry, I was muted.
You were. Is it snowing up there?
I don't know. I'm in the house.
Oh,
I don't think it is. I wore sandals today, so
Oh, boy.
of course you did. Well, you might as well. Am I putting it on both sides?
Yes.
Just check. Glue. Ooh,
There.
let go. I didn't put glue on this before I glued it down. Oh, look, it's coming up.
No, don't fall down.
Okay. I did it.
Yay.
Ah. Hey, going on the card. Let's put the shoes the right way up.
Yeah.
Upside down shoes.
Yeah.
Okay. Next. See if I can get a little bit. Where's those rips? Ah. Oh. Hello, fabulous. Is that straight? No.
That's very pretty.
You guys make a good card. Of course, you give me heart failure while you do it, but you still do it. Perfume bottle. Now. Thinking this needs to go up on dimensionals.
Did you stick the embossed piece permanently on?
This?
Yeah.
Yep. Why?
I was just making sure.
Oh, thank you.
Because that's what I would forget to do.
Yeah, well, can't tell you how many cards I've gone to put in an envelope and discovered that they just have the temporary adhesive on them. Oops. Okay. Oh, don't stick. I'm not ready for you to stick yet. How's that?
Looks good to me.
Maybe not quite so cockeyed.
Okay.
Okay. Shoe. Dimensional.
off my fingers.
Thank you. One shoe.
Oh, yeah.
And one flower. And the other flower. Okay, it needs to be right there. Right there. Okay,
Like it. Yeah. Pretty.
okay, well, if you like the placement, I'm pushing it down then.
Sounds good to me.
Janet likes it. Valerie likes it. Let's have to put a little bit of adhesive up here.
Very nice.
Ooh, I wish you guys could see the sparkle. It's there,
You can see some.
sparkly. Okay, now embellishments.
Oh yeah. Pretty
There's
embellishments.
that ephemera pack. What's in here is these.
Ooh.
So we have these,
That's pretty.
or we can do something else because, you know, I've got it all. So I have to put a glue dot underneath that.
Oh man.
Jean says purple gems. There we are.
I was thinking pearls.
Pearls. We could color pearls and put purple pearls on.
Mm-hmm.
Where's my dark, fresh freezy? Let's try one and see what it looks like when you color it. Okay, that's not going to get a lot of purple on there, but that might be good.
I just, instead of elegant pearls, I read elephant pearls.
Okay.
What the heck elephant pearls are?
Okay, those are the big ones.
Really?
Okay.
Oh, man.
Ah, stuck to my finger. Don't do that. Come on. I don't want to push you down because I don't want you to. It's still wet.
Well, that's pretty.
Elegant pearls. You mean pastel pearls? I think they're going to be too big. Pastel pearls are quite large. And I think they would take over. Oops. There's the pastel pearls compared to the pearls.
Yeah. I like the smaller ones personally.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, big ones or little ones?
Little ones.
Little ones.
Little. Janet says little.
Yeah, little ones.
I like the colors of these, but they're too big for a lot of the cards. They would do really good on scrapbook pages. because there would be lots of room for them. I'm going rogue. We're going to have 5. Uh-oh. I lost that one. Oh, must not have any stickum left on it.
Pretty.
Oh, there, you can see the bling now.
Sure can.
Woo. Do you like the pearls there?
I do.
Okay. You know that's a wrap except for the inside and the envelope now. So what am I putting on the inside and the envelope?
Shoe.
A shoe?
Shoe.
You know what I would like to do?
What?
I would like to do the bottle and then the shoe in front of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A bottle
Yeah. And then the shoe in front, that would be nice too.
and then a shoe like that.
Yeah.
The border makes the card. I agree, Jean. Janet, that was an awesome choice.
Yes.
Okay, I have to stamp me a mask. Is that piece going to be big enough? Yep. Have to clear a space. It may look almost clean to you guys, but nowhere near clean from my angle.
Good thing you're not looking at my table.
Yeah, really. Mine either.
Well, I can't work when my table gets cluttered like that. It just drives me insane. And then every time I finish a card, I have to completely clean up, put everything away before I start the next one.
I wished I was disciplined like that.
It's not discipline, it's OCD. And my brain won't work, it won't function unless everything is put away. But that's just me. That's the way my brain works. Good thing this is easy to cut.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think we lost Val. Haven't heard from her in a while. It looks like she's not watching anymore. There we go. All right, one mask. Well, that was dumb.
Did you want the mask and the shoe instead?
Yes, and I have one.
Well, now you have a perfume one too.
Now I have a perfume one. Good
It wasn't
Lord.
until you were just about finished and I'm looking at it, I'm going, I don't think that's right.
Okay, where do I want the perfume? I want the perfume there. I want the shoe right about there. Yep, blonde I am. Oh, stick, darn it.
Excuse me.
Shoe could be popped. Yeah, it could be. But this works too.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Look at that.
Lovely.
Perfect.
Yep.
Envelope. Shoe.
Repeat.
Where did I put the shoe? Oh, there it is. I could send this card to Dr. Bonnie.
You could.
Tell her we made it just for her.
Lovely.
Shoe needs to be colored though. Do you think I should do the inside the gray the same we did on the front, or just leave it?
I think we could just leave it.
Whoops. You didn't see that, did you?
No.
I didn't just go outside the lines, really.
Very pretty.
Okay. Oh, we lost Marg. Her battery died.
Uh-oh.
So she's not on Zoom anymore. I love the masking technique too, Jean.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Very,
always magical.
it is.
Oh, Valerie says to do it gray. Oh, we are. We're done. Except for one minor detail. Winky on the shoe. There we are. We're done. Yay!
Beautiful.
Oh, good, Mark. She's still on Facebook. She's just not on Zoom anymore. Well, there's the original one, and there's our version. Nicely done.
Mhm. Very nice.
I like it, ladies. You did good again. It always amazes me how good it is when it doesn't go my way.
Very
Marg says, lovely card. Yes, you guys done good. You done good. And I love this.
That was
That just
really good.
finishes it off.
Yep. That was a really, really good idea.
Now, I'm going to see if I can find Dr. Bonnie's address, and I'm going to send that to her.
Mhm.
All right. Jean says, do the inside of the shoe.
If you can't find her address, you could probably mail it through the news station where she does her broadcasts.
I think doesn't she do it in the legislature?
Oh, does she?
I think so. I can always send it there. But there'll be an address to the
Yeah,
whatever
there's
her
gotta be some
office is.
kind of- yeah.
Thought I sent her one once, way back. Okay, I did it gray. And now I've done that, you know what else we need to do? UPS found my box.
Oh, yay.
Been MIA for a week.
Oh, wow. Good for you.
And they said today that it's being sent over for broker processing or processing through brokerage. Yay! Jean wants to know if they're still getting a lot of. Oh, Jean, we have another. What do they call this now? A water spout or water something or other. They're calling some new name they've got for it. And they're shutting down the highways tomorrow, all three of them, in anticipation of the amount of rain that we're supposed to get tomorrow afternoon. So it's not looking good for the weekend. Oh my God, that's so gorgeous. Yeah, the rain situation is awful. There's flooding everywhere. And they're shutting down the roads so people don't, because they had another slide this morning on Highway 3 and trapped more people in between two slides.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's not a good situation.
No. Best to stay home and not go anywhere.
Yep.
As far as I'm concerned.
Well, we went for a walk this afternoon and there's a lot of water in our little creek.
Yeah, I walked the dike with a friend today, and oh my Lord, that water is high and fast.
Yeah,
And
it is.
yeah.
All right, ladies. Well, another fabulous card.
Thank you very much. Lovely.
Thank you for the journey. Was a little painful tonight, but I survived. Good choices.
Mhm.
This needs to be glued down a bit, but I will do that. It's starting to lift where I tore it up there.
I like the landscape card in that.
Yeah, it worked out well.
Mhm. It did.
You're very welcome, Janet. She said, thank you for sharing your time and your Friday night with us. Always enjoy the night. I'm glad somebody does.
Yeah.
When it's over, I'm glad that we did the journey, but sometimes it's like, no, I don't want to do that. But I can't do that.
Uh-huh.
You're very welcome, Marg, and Jean, and Valerie.
Thank you very much.
I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, and I'll be back Monday night doing something
You have a good
exciting.
weekend too. Oh, we have a class this weekend, don't we?
We do. Oh, yeah, it's Sunday. It's the free class on Sunday. Free class / bingo.
Ooh, I better get my stuff ready.
Yep, get your cards cut out. We're doing triple offset stamping. So it can work any color, any stamp set, whatever you want. Make sure you have sponges or blending brushes or something because you're going to need them.
Yeah.
And I posted a few times, I've posted the link to what to prepare. So if you can't find it, let me know.
I think I
And
got
that'll,
it.
pardon? Oh,
I
okay.
printed it off already.
Yeah.
And I can
Sunday,
still find it.
Sunday at 7, we'll be doing that.
Yeah. Yeah. Good. Looking forward to it.
Jean, I have not done an unboxing with new product because I don't have it. It's stuck in the Vancouver area. It was stuck. It arrived in Richmond, which is right beside Vancouver, last Wednesday, like not this past Wednesday, but a way back Wednesday at 1:43 in the afternoon. And there it has been sitting for, what is it? 9 days now it's been there. So I finally got a hold of UPS and said, you need to find my box. That was on Wednesday at 4:00. They opened up an investigation, and today the box says that it's heading for customs. It's preparing to be cleared through customs. So they found it. I don't have my new catalog yet. I don't have my secret gifts for my team for our December Stampin' Social yet, because they're all in that box. So if and when I get my box, I will do an unboxing. But yeah, you can tell I'm just a tad bitter. Just a tad. But they found it so that I don't have to worry about it being replaced.
That's good.
But and I checked on the pick line for orders because I've got probably 8 orders sitting there that have not picked yet. And they said 5 to 7 business days to pick, which is, I've never seen it that long before.
Yeah. I was shocked because like I've seen like 2 days, maybe 3 days if there's a sale.
Yeah.
But like I'm going, what's going on?
Yeah. And of course, now they're shut down for 4 days for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So that 5 to 7 days just became 9 to 11 days.
Yeah.
But it'll come when it comes. I'm just glad that maybe they're holding off on shipping the ones up through Richmond until things get a little bit lighter in traffic there. They could be doing that too.
Okay.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Oh, Terry, just sneaking in. We're just saying goodnight. Okay, ladies, Sunday, 7:00, triple offset stamping / bingo. And if you haven't got your bingo card yet, make sure you email me and I'll send you one. Thanks for hanging out with me for the evening. And enjoy your weekend.
Thank you. You have a good weekend also.
Bye, Janet. Poor Janet. I hope you have sound on Sunday. Okay, I'm going to stop on Facebook. Bye for now.